Hello student, in this video we will discuss about the respiration. Respiration has two types. Number one, cellular respiration, another one, external respiration, that is breathing. So cellular respiration is a process by which the glucose is oxidized into the simple form and provide us energy. So first of all, if we talk about the glucose, so in each and every cell and any kind of organism, it convert into the pyruvate in the cytoplasm. Then after the formation of pyruvate in the mitochondria, it will go, if so, in the presence of oxygen it convert into the CO2 and water and ATP. This is the aerobic condition. Yes, so in the aerobic condition pyruvate always convert into the CO2, but in the case of lack of oxygen in the muscles, so pyruvate convert into the lactate, so that and provide the energy. So this process has less oxygen, so because of that it is anaerobic condition, and during the exercise most of the time this process occur and lactate get accumulated in our muscles which cause pain. This condition is known as cramps. Okay, then the third one, in the yeast and the bacteria, most of the bacteria break down the pyruvate in the absence of oxygen and produce ethanol and CO2 with the energy. So this process is occurring in the absence of oxygen, so that's why it is kind of anaerobic condition, and this process is known as fermentation. Okay, so student, we will discuss about the breathing and external respiration. External respiration mostly takes place through the nostril, and during the cold if our nostril got blocked, so we can respire through the mouth. So now in the normal condition how the breathing occur we'll discuss here. So first one, nostril. Nostril are the opening of the respiratory system. Yes, so as uh, we breathe in the air, so air containing dust and the air, so that dust may harm to our body, so because of that in the our nostril there are the fine air hairs, so that hairs trap the heavy dust particles and air go further into the nasal passes. Nasal passes secrete nasal mucus which trap the fine dust particle, so because of that now air is mostly I can say the dust free. Then this air passes through the pharynx to the larynx. Yes, then the third part of the respiratory system, that is trachea. Trachea is made up by the cartilage, a ring like structure that is C-shape, and this C-shaped ring ensure that during the air passes this trachea must not be collapse, okay, during the passes of air. After from this part the air transfer into the bronchi, and from bronchi it goes into the alveoli. Alveoli is the basic unit of the lungs, and it is made up by the alveolar sac and the tubules. These alveoli having the balloon like structure and attached with the numerous blood vessels. So as the air enter into the alveoli, so air contain high concentration of the oxygen and less concentration of CO2, while in the contrast in the blood more amount of CO2 is present and less amount of oxygen is there. So due to difference into the partial pressure of gases, the diffusion occur between these gases. The CO2 come into the alveoli while the oxygen enter into the blood vessels. So because of that deoxygenated blood present into the blood vessels convert into the oxygenated blood. Then it transport into the lungs and reaches to each and every part of body. The oxygen is carried by the hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is the carrier of oxygen which is present on RBC. The color of blood is red because of this carrier, because of hemoglobin only. The lack of hemoglobin causes the anemia. Yes, because of that the patient feel fatigue or become exhausted as soon as possible. Then student will talk about the respiration. How the respiration occur. During the respiration our ribs goes up and the diaphragm become flats. So because of that this alveoli get more area for the expansion. So at the alveoli the air is exchanged at 80 meter square area and the oxygen the oxygen can easily exchange and reach to each and every part. So this is all about the respiration. Thank you.